Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's Jeanette Brown here from Life Journal. Today I want to talk about something I think a lot of people are experiencing with all the chaos and uncertainty around us, and that is going through major lifestyle change. Now there are so many stages we go through in life. Perhaps you have moved house, even country, changed your career or relationship, or even started a family. Perhaps you're moving into retirement after many years of working. Major lifestyle change can bring significant challenges, particularly if the change is not of your making. There may be issues with financial security, you could be experiencing social isolation and loneliness, and as you may not be as connected with people as you once were. You may feel unclear about your purpose and meaning in life. Significant change can even bring about mental and physical health issues. Now, at the end of the day, change is inherent to life. No one's life ever completely stands still. So how can you prepare yourself if you are going through a major lifestyle change? So what I've done here is put together 4 strategies which I believe can help anyone with whatever change they're going through, whether it be voluntary or not. So before I talk about the strategies, I'll tell you a little bit about my story when I went through a major lifestyle change and started a new chapter in my life. After having had a long career as a teacher, career coach and executive manager in education institutes, I decided to take the plunge and move away from my life in a full-time job in the corporate world and focus more on my passion, and that is helping people live a happier and more fulfilling life. Now, it wasn't long before people branded me a retiree. I became curious, what do we actually mean by retirement? This word has never appealed to me, and after having looked it up in the dictionary, the action or fact of leaving one's job and ceasing work, it has even less appeal. So the lifestyle transition I went through when I could concentrate fully on my passions and be more flexible and freer in the way and where I lived my life. So I welcomed my new life with open arms, and knowing the importance of preparing for major transition, and in fact advising this to people over the years, I prepared well for this change in my life. And I used my self-coaching model from Life Journal. However, as we all know, life is messy and complex. When I finished my corporate work, it was as though my whole world turned upside down. What? This is something I had looked forward to so much. Changing my lifestyle completely, even with the meticulous planning, brought with it lots of emotions. My tendency to anxiety skyrocketed. My main stressor, my high-pressure job, had been left behind. So surely this would mean I would have less anxiety. It wasn't to be. So no matter how prepared I was, I did not understand the full ramifications of the emotions I would go through. First and foremost, I felt like a ship without a rudder. The daily routine I'd for so long followed went out the window. I felt directionless and ungrounded, even with all my planning. So the reasons we work are so varied. It's about achievement of a job well done. It's also about connection with people, having that stimulation of working towards shared goals. It is about being part of the human experience, the sense of belonging, and the complexities of building relationships. It is also about security and a sense of purpose, whether it be about the work itself or the personal goals of financial security. So having gone through the major lifestyle change, I decided to put together the following strategies. I think everyone needs these when they're going through major change to prepare yourself. So change is part of the human experience. We all go through it and no one is exempt. So here are the strategies. Number 1. Understand the difference between change and transition. Now, change is the external event or situation that takes place and can happen quickly. It may be starting a new job or moving to a new location. Now, transition is the inner psychological process that people go through as they come to terms with the new situation that the change brings about. The starting point for dealing with transition is not where you want to be, but the endings that you go through in leaving the old situation behind. Understanding the emotional ramifications of this is very important. I can't reiterate it too much. So according to William Bridges, a world-renowned change consultant for organisations, transitions have 3 phases. They are ending what currently is, the neutral zone, and the new beginning. Now, it is important to celebrate and acknowledge the ending of any stage in your life. For example, I celebrated finishing my work with some lovely social events with colleagues and friends that I'd worked with over the years. I also had a holiday planned straight after I had finished my work. Now, the middle phase, the neutral zone, is the messy one, where things feel chaotic. Interestingly, this is where all possibilities and innovative ideas can come to life and flourish. Now, when I was preparing for retirement, I really enjoyed daydreaming about what I really wanted out of the next chapter in my life. And I even wrote a letter to my future self, outlining my vision and goals and what I really wanted to achieve. So finally, the third stage is a new beginning, where you've worked out what your future life looks like and you make a fresh start in that direction. Now, this is a great time, but be prepared. These transition phases are not linear. Emotions can seesaw backwards and forwards through each of the stages. Okay, strategy number 2. Find your purpose, revisit your values and goals. Recent research shows the importance of the meaning we attach to the world around us and our role in it, and having purpose, both of which are vital to our well-being and happiness. Spending time on working out your purpose and meaning going forward into the next stage of your life is important. This is also a good time to revisit your core values, the way you live your life. Values are with you in all facets of your life and through all situations. External circumstances may have changed. Living your life aligned to your values gives a feeling of being grounded that you really do need at this time. So working out your goals for your future life can give you purpose, direction and momentum. Now, the real value of setting and pursuing your goals is not just in the goals themselves. You may or may not achieve them, but in what you learn about yourself, your capacity for resilience in this chaotic world, and your potential. Now, the third strategy is plan, plan and plan. This is such an important step. Knowing your purpose, your vision for the future and what goals you want to achieve is the first part. Now, my Life Journal online course has evidence-based techniques and tools on goal setting and taking effective action to enhance your life and your inner well-being. This course teaches a self-coaching model to create a happier and more fulfilling life. Now, there are many practical activities in the course, including the one I mentioned earlier about the letter to my future self. So click below to find out more about Life Journal. Now, achieving your goals and creating lasting change often boils down to cultivating positive habits and embedding them into your life. Major lifestyle change often involves building new habits and breaking old ones. For me, the discipline I had every morning of getting up early, meditating and going for a long walk along the beach before I got ready for work was a habit I had cultivated many years ago. Now I had all this free time. It was very tempting to change my routine and put things off. I eventually got a new routine to keep those healthy habits going. It took time though. So we advocate a healthy work-life balance, the time allocated to your work, to enjoying yourself and spending time with your family and friends, as well as having leisure activities you enjoy. That is what we mean by balance. Now, we all know this helps with preventing burnout and reduces stress. Now, if you are moving to retirement like me and have followed this in your working life, then you will have few problems transitioning into your new life. However, there are many people like myself, who put most of their energies into their work. Their connections are work-related, and it seems most of their life is about work. It is such a major change. It really helps to be prepared. So strategy number 4, becoming more self-aware and mindful. There is no doubt whether your life transition is voluntary or involuntary, the ending comes with a form of grief, and there is a grieving process. It is good to familiarise yourself with the different stages of grief. Understanding why you are feeling the way you are really does help you. So during this time, be prepared for any ingrained habits and thought patterns that lead to anxiety and stress to increase, which is what happened to me. Preparing yourself emotionally to ensure a smoother transition is key here. Learning to engage with your emotions mindfully is called emotional agility, and is a skill that can be developed. See below for a link to an article on this topic. Now, going through a major transition, no matter how prepared you are, is an opportunity to learn more about yourself, about your patterns of behaviour, particularly when you're under stress. It is a catalyst for change. It is an opportunity to dig deeper and reflect on really what is the underlying reason for your stress and anxiety. You really do learn more about yourself here. You may be surprised at what really comes out. Now, for me, as an example, the anxiety I had suppressed for a long time, needing more and more adrenaline to push through in a high-pressure corporate job, increased. Making this significant change in my life was a major opportunity to address my key issues of anxiety. In fact, not only accept my anxiety, but embrace it as part of who I am. To finish off, going through any major lifestyle change in your life can be challenging, but with the right mindset and preparation can also be an opportunity to rewrite your life story. Now, whether the change was forced upon you or you chose it yourself, it really is up to you how the next chapter in your life will look like. So by following the strategies I've gone through, you will understand yourself more, what it is you want going forward, and importantly, how you want to live your life. And it will help you understand your emotions more. So I hope these strategies help you with whatever changes and transitions you are going through. All the best in the next chapter of your life story. Now, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Until next time.